Hello, Queens, New York, and the world. It's El Primo. Ohio has entered the chat. You know how y'all heard about fucking Lay's barbecue chips? Well, make way. It's Grippos barbecue potato chips. The absolute best goddamn potato chips this side of the Mississippi. I'm telling you, they're the best. So, the 718 TV boys, Dittmers Boulevard train station. Train in, unmarked duffel. Inside of that duffel, pound-and-a-half bag of Grippos. That's right.
And it was just where they said it would be. I mean, I'm quite impressed. Like, here we have, like, all the way from Ohio. Can you see that? The Grippos potato chips. Here we are. So,
yeah, I'm glad you doxed us to get us this box of chips. Now Ohio knows where we live.
So, El Primo, we appreciate you all the way from the well-watered drinking savages of the Midwest that we call these United States, Ohio. So we're going to see if Ohio really is strong, all right? Homeboy did exactly what he said he would, and for that we're eternally grateful. I hope we have store credit in the bodega, because as long as you're in Queens, come on down, all right? Estamos hermanos. Gracias.
Fun fact, these aren't just bought over there. They were originally made, I believe, in Ohio. My research.
1919, I believe he told me.
Yeah. Well, what do you say? The best barbecue chips this side of
the Mississippi. The best goddamn.
Well, whatever. Alright, those are pretty good. Those are really good.
These are abnormally good. Alright.
Some good chips.
You know, I really appreciate, though, how in his review, he was restrained from not eating them. Because if I were doing a review...
You know he bought a second box? He might have bought a second box.
Fair enough.
Or you know what? He's probably just immune to the allure of these chips because you can just get them.
He was born and raised on them.
Yeah.
Alright. What I really like about this is the overlap of barbecue and spice, because there's like a nice kick to it that is incredibly pleasant in the realm of barbecue and spice.
You know what? It's because ours are all just like sweet barbecue chips. You know what I mean? Like honey barbecue, basically. We don't get that like nice spicy, I don't know, southern south.
Well, I mean, New York is not synonymous with barbecue.
No, not at all. We get like, you know, I think he mentioned like Lay's. Get the shit chips.
Infinitely better than anything I've had in a bodega. Fancy Deli in Manhattan, come to think of it too, when I think of barbecue potato chips.
Yeah, but we're not here to talk about chips necessarily. We're here to talk about his review. Which was very to the point. Very, very precise. You know, someone was trying to sell me these chips, and I was like, all right, sell me on them. Give me something.
I felt like El Primo was fucking cutting a promo on me.
Yes,
like,
exactly.
Like, as if I were some store owner and he showed up in a truck and he was like, you know what's in this here truck? Some Grippos. That's how he came at me with this.
One sentence, best chips around. To the point. So, with that, solid review. And the product speaks for itself, so I think sending a whole box of them does, I guess, all the work for him.
You know, for what it's worth, this has probably been, thus far, the best thing anyone from outside the realm of the 5 boroughs has sent us. Because there is a world outside the United States and there is a world outside of Queens. But, like, honestly, like, if it wasn't for having to keep the lights on, like, it could all go to hell and we'll keep broadcasting from the bunker. But we're glad that there is a working mechanism of a world out there. And among them is the well-watered, savage-breeding Midland Empire of Ohio.
Well, I'm glad you bring that up. Because as far as the review goes, I'm going to have to give it a 0. Now, hear me out. The review was good. Amazing. To the point. I loved it. The product speaks for itself. Sending a box of it, great. But, Ohio's already strong enough as is. We don't need to make Ohio stronger by giving them good reviews. It only makes them more powerful.
These are so fucking good.
All right. So, in the interest of not empowering them further, lest they bleed out and destroy us all, I will not add to their power. You get a 0.
All right. I would like to give this a 10 out of 10. Because despite Munoxxus having this looming threat in his quiet moments of thought and his private moments of reflection, evidently the threat of Ohio is ever present. The same way we were sold the idea of, like, you know, fight terror, defend freedom from certain politicians in the 2000s when the entire landscape of what we were living in was changing. This mechanism of a panopticon that we are all beholden to whether we like it or not. That's where its origin started. And ever since then, there have been barbecue potato chips that have been sold to me by a man out in Ohio named El Primo. He cut a promo on me. I really did feel kind of like threatened, as if like I'm like some fucking bodega owner, and this like monster shows up with this, because I don't have anything that I can compete. Now, if he's showing up and he's gonna try to pitch some bullshit on me, I could throw at him like a bacon, egg, and cheese. It's like, you got them in Ohio, huh? You got tripe, you got empanadas, and then you have like the 174 ethnic groups in Queens you're competing with. But out of these 174 ethnic groups in Queens, I don't know how many have barbecue potato chips. And among them who don't have barbecue potato chips, they could compete with these. So I've got to give El Primo's review of these potato chips. They are the best goddamn chips this side of the Mississippi I've ever had. 10 out of 10.
Well, zero, Caravan. That's a 10 and a 0. Put it on the screen.
Alright, can you put it up on the board?
Put it up. Raise it up. We good? Alright, that's your score.
Alright, this has been Reviewing Reviews. He's Munoxxus. I'm Stained Haynes. That's Cameraman. Back to you in the newsroom. You know, that newsroom life, the FPS MMORPG, where it's player versus everybody 24 hours a day. And the graphics are really good and the resolution's fucking awesome.
The chips are pretty good too.
They really are the best goddamn chips this side of the Mississippi.